Okay, let's talk experience packs. Experience packs, we used to call them PUPs. You might see on some old trainings where it's PUPP, which is personal use product packs. But now we seem to call them, which is just sounds so much better, because we're helping someone experience our brand and experience our products. So that's why we call them experience packs. This is something what can be one of your 3 income generating activities, but this is something that I would say do at least twice a week. So what is an experience pack? Remember, experience. You're giving someone an experience, like I said, of our brand and our product. So what's going to be in there? Don't get overwhelmed by doing a big massive pack of things, but essentially all we're doing is getting these products in people's hands. When I started, all my products out of that kit, all those duplicates, I put into a box. So any products I could get my hand on or anything that I've been using and bought, I put it in that pack. And you know those kind of wicker baskets? It was huge. It had a big handle, big bow in it. I had a folder of all before and afters, all these different products for people to use. And I used to take it everywhere. I used to go knock on neighbours' doors. I used to then ask for referrals if someone's had it. I used to take it everywhere with me. And that basket of products got dropped off with as many people as possible. So remember, at least 2 a week. However, it doesn't need to be all singing and bells, glowing, style basket like that. It can just be one product. It can be one product, your propolis in your handbag. You spoke to someone at school gates, the freezing cold, the hands, like they've mentioned that the hands are all chaps. I get chapped hands from walking the dogs and being out in the cold, not having my gloves on. You can say, you know what, I've got some in my bag. Try that on your hands for a couple of days. Give it back like on Friday at school gates and see how you get on with it. It's been amazing for my hands. That can be classed as an experience pack. Different ways to get experience packs out. One is just in conversation like that. Have samples. I'm pointing over here because I've got a handbag. Get samples and just general products that you use in your bag and things that you can have handy that you can give out. So not just your personal use stuff, things that you actually are ready to hand out and lend people. So in terms of propolis, someone I know, I'd lend it them for a couple of days. Back in the day, the heat lotion, I used to lend that people at the gym. As soon as they're moaning about aches and pains, here you go, use that for a couple of days, see how you get on, bring it back to me on Tuesday's classes or Thursday's classes, whatever. Whenever you're next going to see them. I wouldn't give it in for weeks and weeks. You don't want your full bottle to go. 2 days is said to be the perfect because they don't leave it on the side thinking they've got ages to use it. So they kind of hurry up and use it, but then they don't use too much as well. So 2 days is kind of perfect for that. It might be that you've got samples in your handbag. And one of the examples I wanted to share with you in terms of samples is I was at the hairdresser's, believe it or not. Doesn't look it tonight, but I was at the hairdresser's, this was a while ago, and a lady was talking to the hairdresser on the station next to me, saying that she's tried absolutely everything and it's really getting her down, that the fact she's got psoriasis in her hair, she's had stuff from the doctor, she's tried all expensive shampoos, cheap shampoos, all the home remedies over the years, and she just can't get rid of it. I had a shampoo and conditioner sample in my bag, and our shampoos and conditioners, because they've got aloe in them, they have kind of that the healing properties. It's not just about shampoo, conditioning and having clean hair. They have the healing properties because of the aloe in there. So I went over once the hairdresser like disappeared or whatever out the way and they wasn't talking. I was like, I just overheard you speaking that you really struggle with psoriasis in your hair. I've got some samples in my bag for my customers have used them and said it's been amazing for stuff like that. I don't even want to give it a try, and there's my business card as well. Let me know how you get on with it. She has been a customer ever since, just because I had those samples in my bag. I heard a conversation and I was able to just give her those samples and say, have a try. And my business card was there with it as well. She's been a customer probably for the last, how long's Rach had it now? Probably a couple of years, 3 years, maybe at a push, maybe 2.5 years. She's been a customer of that shampoo conditioner, and that is the only thing she will use. So that is just a prime example about it doesn't have to be a big basket, but it's about getting products into people's hands. If you are kind of wanting to give a little bit more out, make sure you make it specific. So I always kind of cater my experience packs to what people might be looking for. It might be that you've got someone who's struggling with a dry skin condition. Then I might use the aloe soap, aloe jelly, propolis, and I cater it around that and maybe put some information on about those specific things. Maybe you've got someone who's struggling with spots. Again, in that pack, I'd put a few different things I think is going to benefit from changing her skin and improving, should I say, that person's spots. It might be that someone's a gym goer and starting to get aches and pains. Is it that I start to introduce other things as well as the cooling lotion, maybe a supplement and stuff in there as well, but they can read up on. I'll put a brochure in there. I'll put little tabs in the brochure ready for them, where things are. If there's any other information that I want to put in there, I'll make it super specific, because if you kind of connect to what result they might want and they get that result, you're going to get the sale. There's no point people just trying things for trying things' sake. Like, if someone likes something, great. I want to make sure someone buys something. But what I found, if I did 2 experience packs per week, my statistics showed that in a month, out of those 8, I'd have at least 3 new customers. At least. 3 new customers, whether it's 4, 5, great, as a bonus. But I knew that, and if I could look after them, customer retention, looking after them, because we can all get there for sale, it's then about looking after them and making sure they come back time and time again. But then I know I'd have another 3 next month if I did that activity. So it's about being consistent and being committed. What I always do with them as well is always ask for a referral as well. Who else do you know that might want to try this, or also has dry skin like you, or maybe has combination skin like you, or spots like you, or the same kind of thing that they're working on? Or what I always do as well, if it's someone, or as well, not all, if I'm giving this to my friend who's married, I'm going to put something together for him as well. I'm like, you know what, you have a pamper with that, but I'll put this together for him. And I used to get, there used to be about this big, like what do you call them, pencil cases, but quite a big, like an A4 one, so I could fit a brochure in there and a few different bits of literature, as well as a couple of products. I then went from using like really nice looking boxes, but I found they got a little bit tatty after a few, and then I went on to using the Forever bags. I love the Forever, look a little bit like Selfridges bags. I went on to using those, and I give one to the female and one to the male as well. Before I get it back, great, have a chat with them on the phone, see how they got on with it, have a bit of a consultation, but not so. We're not obviously consulting on anything, we're just letting them try them, but having a good conversation, like, how do you find it? Like, how's your skin feeling? Who else do you know that you might want to, like, would your mum want to try it before you give it back? You're trying to give it to your mum for 2 days, and I'll come and pick it up on Friday instead of Wednesday. So these are all different ways that you can add an extra person onto one experience pack to get you 8 a month again. If you look at other videos, we'll look at how to network. You're always expanding your network, so you're always going to have new people to share your products with as well. That is experience packs in a nutshell. There is other trainings that go into more depth on rolling trainings, etc. So make sure you're on those Monday, 8 o'clock. That is our night in the office. And have a great evening. Goodbye.